that affecting us?
Well, here's just a basic, a basic nutrition lesson.
Good. Yeah, give us a nutrition lesson.
I mean, it's all about the chemistry of what's going on in terms of those nutrients in foods, those chemicals in foods, and then they come into our body cells, and our body cells are utilizing them as energy, and they, in order to burn up energy as it's coming in, the calories that are in food, we need to have a good amount of vitamins and minerals and other nutrients in our cells to do that, for the cell to work properly. There has to be that store of fruits and, not fruits and vegetables, but vitamins and minerals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so let's say that you've just been taking in more and more of like sugary foods, which are very, very low in nutrients. Well, that's more energy coming in that your body has to do something with it, either store it as fat or burn it up as energy. And let's say you haven't been taking in enough folate, and you haven't been taking in enough riboflavin, and you haven't been taking in enough, of all of these nutrients that are so important to making sure that your body's cells are functioning properly.
And burning all of that.
Right.
Yeah.
So what happens is that the body will go into its stores if it, doesn't have, if you're not bringing in more nutrients at the same time, then those stores just start to get depleted. Mm-hmm. So what happens? Diseases happen, or just general unhealth happens. Immune system suffers. If you're just constantly pulling from those stores, it can create a malnourished state. And people think of malnourished, gaunt and large belly and very, very skinny. But malnourished in this country is overweight, because it's also affecting our ability to burn fat. If we are not taking in enough of those nutrients, our bodies are not able to deal with calories to make our healthy.
Trulie, hold that thought. We got to take a break right here, but come back. We're going to hear more with Trulie in just a moment.
Yeah, you could say I'm a quitter. I finally quit smoking.
Which means that your body cells are being depleted of nutrients, and you're storing excess body weight, excess body fat. Your body isn't efficiently able to get at those fat cells to burn them up. Even when some people, when they have like weight loss stalls, or even if they're doing severely low calorie diets, I mean, that can take its toll in terms of not really helping people lose weight in an effective way if they're not getting enough nutrients. Well, it just definitely depends on the person, their body weight, their activity level, their age, all of these things.
Is 1,000 calories a day too less?
Oh, yes.
Now, is this right, Trulie, that when you cut back your caloric intake, your body also cuts back to that? Like if you have 1,200 calories a day, your body's going to say, I'm going to cut back to 1,200 because we're in starvation here.
Yes,
and then you get on that yo-yo thing and you start back eating, you slide back into that. Not only do you gain the weight back that you lost, but you gain back extra pounds. I have found that over the years to be the truth. Is that right?
Yes, it is. And I think the big thing too is to think about is that the fact that once you start cutting back calories, your body's, your metabolism will slow down. And it affects your brain chemistry. I mean, we are programmed to, when there's a famine going on, and that's what your body thinks is going on, it will slow down to preserve the weight that you have, and it affects the body's brain chemistry. So that's what happens. Like it's like trying to hold your breath. And hope that you don't have to take another breath when you cut back to such a low-calorie diet, because eventually it rebounds, and you're programmed to survive, and if your body's sensing that you're not taking in enough, then that's where the binge happens after being on a low-calorie diet for a long time. So it's just not effective at all.
That's why we'll go back to that candy bar or that bag of potatoes, just because we're not only want food, but we want carbohydrates, because so many people will cut back on those carbs, and then the mind has to have carbs to function.
It definitely does.
Okay, I'm gonna get very real with y'all. We're gonna take it to a whole nother level on Friends and Neighbors right now. Bowel movements.
Oh my word.
Okay, no, I'm gonna talk about it because I'm interested in it personally, and y'all just have to bear with me. For a long time, I had irregular bowel movements, and I wouldn't go every day.
Right.
My mother told me to eat an apple every day. So
fiber?
I've noticed that it's the fiber, and I started now. I've just now replaced my morning breakfast with a fiber cereal, and not one of those cereals, Truly. That's fiber with a lot of sugar on it. I mean, it's a true fiber cereal, and I'm noticing a tremendous difference in that.
Yes.
Tell us why that is.
Well, I liked how you emphasized fiber earlier, and I think that fiber is actually one of my favorite nutrients. And people don't.
She's a fiber girl.
It's not like, it doesn't have a sexy reputation because of, you think about it in terms of going to the bathroom or whatever.
But you start thinking about going to the bathroom when you get older. You do. That is on your mind.
But I think that's one of the biggest problems why we are so overweight, because we don't have enough of them.
Are we clogged up,
we need to. That's the educational part of it. We need to let things keep going through.
Okay, tell us why fiber is your favorite.
Well, fiber is just any, the basic definition, any undigestible plant materials. And what that means is that particular substance we're basically just now finding out how important and all the different kinds of fibers there are. I mean, it's really kind of a new science to look at plant foods and plant nutrients and things. So in terms of helping you get more regular, it's allowing your intestines to have something to move against. If you didn't have any fiber in your diet, then you're kind of just weakening your bowels. It doesn't have anything to kind of work against without any fiber there. Also, it keeps things moving along. It also acts as a detoxifier. I mean, people think about supplements, that they got to go to the health food store and buy some supplement that says detox or whatever. But really, a true detox is when you're taking in enough fiber, because it acts as a sponge for absorbing all of the things that your body's trying to throw away. Your liver's trying to get rid of the excess cholesterol that you might have, or excess hormones that contribute to cancers and things. Any toxins that might have come in through your, the foods that you ate or what you drank or anything like that. And if there's no fiber, like if you had chicken and yogurt for breakfast, there's nothing there for your bowels.
Are pears good for fiber too?
Well, sure.
Basically, this is just a real simple idea of where to get fiber.
Okay.
All plant foods, especially in the whole form, will have fiber. Animal foods will never have fiber.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
so
protein.
Yeah, I mean they're just not ever going to have fiber in them. It's only going to be the plant foods, so the fruits, vegetables, whole grains.
But drink a lot of water with that too.
Yeah, I mean I think that people need to drink to thirst. They don't need to be pushing fluids by any means, but I definitely tell people to stay away from fiber supplements, just because for most people that are healthy, they can eat enough fiber and get it in their diets without resorting to supplements, which can cause problems if they aren't drinking enough water, if they're taking a lot of supplements. Supplements have their place, but they're more for people who might be in the hospital or very sick, and they're just not able to eat enough fiber at the same time.
But
the thing that I have a fitness trainer, and I've had him for a few months now, and one of the things that he's educating me on is the eating process, where I couldn't get that in my brain that I needed to eat enough, because I wasn't eating enough food. Therefore, I wasn't losing any weight, and I wasn't toning up muscles or anything like that. And that to me has been the most challenging concept. I need to eat more to lose weight.
But you need to eat more of the right thing.
You're going,
no. You have to. I'm sorry. You do. You have to eat more of the right things. And then I was listening to a program on television, which everybody knows this program. But anyway, there was a doctor on there, and he was saying that as far as bowel movements, you need to have one after every meal within 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay, Kimberly,
you need to have one.
Lord have mercy.
So that means you have to eat more.
Thank God Shirley's here. Told me about fiber.
Well, listen, girls. We're about out
We could talk about this forever.
But the basis is just don't eat a lot of processed food. Eat your fruits and vegetables. Plant foods. Stay healthy. Stay healthy out there and keep your kids healthy. And thanks for being with us. See you next time here on Friends and Neighbors.